plugins are divided in different types. We are going to get into that. And we are also starting to support the manual analysis of web applications. When the project started, our main objective was to make all the detection of vulnerabilities in an automated way. Right now, we are mixing the manual and the automated methodologies. W3AF is divided in a core and plugins. The core provides the features for making the requests, for the configuration, authentication, proxies, all of that. And the plugins only have the information they need. For example, the SQL injection plugin is rather small. It doesn't have a lot of lines of code. And the plugin doesn't know really if it's injecting in here or in here or in the file content. That's the beauty of the object programming, object-oriented programming. The plugin just says, okay, I want to send to a parameter, I want to send a quote. And the whole framework works in a way that it's sent, the response comes back, and it's analyzed by the same plugin. Well, the core coordinates the process, and the plugins do the work. There is a knowledge base, just like in Nessus, where all the plugins upload their information, and every plugin has access to every other's result. So we are having plugin communication. And we have eight different types of plugins. These are all the different types. We have the discovery plugins that will find the URLs. They will find the forms, the web services. For example, we have a web spider, something really simple. It follows links and converts the forms and the query strings into objects that are then going to be fused by the audit plugins. We have an URL fuser. It simply changes an URL. For example, if we have index1.asp, it will try index2.esp, index3, index0.esp. We have a Google spider. We use Goo to spider the site. And we have a Nicto port to Python. It's called Picto. And we have, from these plugins, we have like 40 are discovery plugins. So we have a lot of focus. We have a lot of focus on, We have a lot of focus on the discovery stage. We know that if we can't map the application, we can't find the vulnerabilities. That's really important. The discovery plugins are run in a loop. So we have one discovery plugin that finds something. That something is going to be sent as the input for the next one. And if the second one finds more URLs, it's going to send that input to the first one. They are run in a loop, and they are run until no more knowledge about the site is found. So we have that discovery stage that can last almost 12, 16 hours. If the site is really big and the connection is slow, it can last for a lot of hours. And if you enable less plugins, of course, it's going to last less hours. We have audit plugins that are going to find those vulnerabilities. So the discovery plugins found a parameter. That parameter is going to be the input for the audit plugins, and the audit plugins are going to find the vulnerabilities. For example, SQL injection, cross-site scripting, etc., etc. Well, the result of these audit plugins are stored in the knowledge base as vulnerability objects. These vulnerability objects will then be used by the attack plugins in order to exploit that vulnerability and get something out of it. Maybe an operating system shell, or a secret injection shell, or something like that. We also have grep plugins. These grep plugins will analyze every request and response and find, for example, HTML comments, private IPs, directory indexing, emails from the site. For example, these emails that are found by grep plugins will be reused by brute force plugins. So if you find, for example, joe@google.com, the brute force plugins are going to try Joe and are going to try joe@google.com in every login that's in the whole site. We also have a password profiling. If you're scanning a bank, the password profiling plugin will create a list of the most repeated words in the whole site. So you're going to have in the password profiling, in the top 3, you're going to have bank and, I don't know, America and, I don't know, money. Okay? So those 3 words are going to be used as passwords for the Joe at Bank of America. And we have like 50 plugins or 40 plugins that just find stuff in the response. We also have the attack plugins. We already talked about them. They take the vulnerability objects from the knowledge base and they give you a shell. And we have other types of plugins, like the output plugins. These output plugins will show you a log on the screen, will write a file for you with a report in HTML or a text file. All that kind of stuff is done by output plugins. And the other ones are less interesting. Mangle is for doing some strange stuff with regular expressions. When something matches the regular expression, it's changed to another thing. Evasion is for IDS and IPS evasion. And brute force, I already told you. So, small demo of this. Okay, this is the graphical user interface. The graphical user interface was developed by Facundo Batista. He has been developing the user interface for 1 year now, or 8 months, 9 months. We have been helped by some usability experts that gave us some tips, and we tried our best, but well, it looks like this. Okay, we're going to perform a simple scan. We set the target here